Hey YouTube, it's me again. I have a couple things I wanted to talk about, and I said I would go into some detail today. Because, waking up in your car, in your trunk. So, first of all, I think it's pretty obvious that I'm having some problems. I'm not the only person behind this channel or the Tumblr blog. It's me and then the actual Lost Eyes person. And I haven't met them. They contacted me via email associated with my old college, and that's pretty much the only way I know them. They've pretty much only ever spoken to me via email, but they know way more about me than they should. So why did I ignore my warnings, the red flags, the video of my room, and the threats? And honestly, I just didn't think it was real. This channel went up right after I started hearing a voice in my head, and I consulted with a therapist and was encouraged to wait and see, told that it wasn't really a huge serious thing and that I should probably not be worrying too much about it. So I kind of put it out of my mind, and then this all kind of came up to the forefront. And I'd really rather think that they're not connected, but I'm starting to suspect that they might be. And I don't really know how or the nature of that connection, but it does concern me. So after I ignored the reminder of my obligations, honestly, I went to sleep and I woke up somewhere else. I don't know where I was. It was a room. But I wasn't on schedule for work. And honestly, it didn't affect any of my schedule outside of my social stuff. Which honestly wouldn't... When I say it, it sounds kind of stupid. But somehow that was my concern, was being able to pay my rent and stuff. Not the fact that I would just got kidnapped. I guess your mind goes weird places when you're under a lot of stress. But, sorry, I'm looking over here because I have notes. So, since this morning, my headache hasn't gone away, and I think it's only fair to say that I still am hearing the voice that prompted me to go to the therapist. I spoke about it in another video, but I think that one's still private, and I'm not sure I'm ever going to unlist or publicize it. It's a panicky me, and I don't feel very confident that it's a good representation of how I am most of the time. But I think the most important topic to cover for this is my obligations. Lost Eyes made it very clear that what happened to me was a punishment for violating obligations, and I can't expect you all to understand what that means, because none of y'all understand any of my interactions with this person. So, in a nutshell, I'm going to explain what they expect of me. When I first started receiving contact from Lost Eyes, it was presented very much in the way that I detailed in my original explanation, which is that it was largely intended to be therapeutic. Lost Eyes was contacting me because they observed that I had some similarities in character traits to people that have a hard time socially, romantically, that kind of thing. And it was in their interest to contact me and see if they could offer a kind of service. Because their goal was to improve my socialization and give me, I guess, another opportunity to... I'm not totally sure. It sounds like a bunch of gibberish to me, which is, honestly, like, if you'd read... I would publish the emails, but I'm seriously concerned about the relationship that I have with this person now. So I don't want to throw any dirt on them if I can avoid it, and I just want to kind of do what they want me to do until this plays out. And the impression I get from them is that this isn't a forever type thing. This is a, you owe me an action. I hope. So, from now on, I'll be uploading either daily or every other day. Tomorrow might be a weird situation. I work 2 doubles over Saturday, Sunday, and that's really hard. I'm usually pretty exhausted afterward, so I might not upload tomorrow night or the day after. But if I don't upload either Saturday or Sunday, I will be back on Monday. And as well, the Tumblr is... I've been told by some friends and family who've been talking to me about these events, they can't seem to access the Tumblr without making an account. I'm under the impression that you can still access the Tumblr without an account. I think you just need a link. Like, you either need to like directly go to the blog in question. So I'm gonna put the URLs explicitly in the description because they are supplementary and they will help you understand what's going on with me right now. But if you don't want to look at the blogs, over the next few uploads, I will be hopefully doing a good job of explaining my situation a little better. And I think that's it for bookkeeping stuff. Just to go ahead and quickly reiterate stuff I covered. Lost Eyes is the original founder of the channel, someone who reached out to me, who contacted me about putting my social and personal anxieties on YouTube and on the internet for your amusement and, I guess, empathy. I ignored the warnings, mostly because I wasn't convinced that they were serious and real. I mean, look at me. I pass as a straight white guy. I've lived a pretty sheltered existence, and this is honestly probably my first real run-in with something that's like a real actual threat to my safety that isn't like a rant or something like that. So I didn't know how to react, and I did my usual tactic, which is to ignore things until they go away. I don't know what happened after I was taken. All I know is that it didn't really seem to have much impact on the rest of my life. And my obligations are to continue this project unmolested, uninterrupted, detailing various components of my life and trying to explain my emotional state. Hopefully that will be all that's expected of me. It's possible I'm going to be getting more contact from Lost Eyes in the near future. But honestly, I really hope that this is enough to satisfy them, that I've done all the things I've been asked to do. I'll talk to you probably on Monday. Later, YouTube.